My name is John Bruscio. I was born in Long Island, but we lived on Spring Street 66 years. Big time I miss it. You actually knew everybody. We're the strangers here today. I can't think of one thing bad about growing up back then. And a lot of people didn't have a lot of money, but they didn't even realize it because everybody ate good. Whatever your mother made, was it beans and pasta or peas and pasta, that's what you knew, and it was tasty and delicious, and you didn't know about being broke. Lombardi's catered to all the Italian neighborhood people. If you were born around here, you had your confirmation, your communion, rehearsal for your wedding, you know. So these things you miss. There's a lot of strangers around here today. Listen, everything changes. So I'm okay with it because this is what life is. You go to any other neighborhood, the same thing is happening. I guess they call it gentrifying today, you know. And it's happening throughout all of New York, Queens and Brooklyn. About 20 years ago, when Jack Nicholson came in here, and he loved the pizza. And the second time he came, it was about 11:45 in the afternoon. And when he opened the door and walked in, he said, "I'm back." You know, that was a great day at Lombardi's. Just the way he did it, and his eyebrow went up and everything. Great stories I can remember back then is just everybody being together. That's all I can say is everybody was together and everybody knew each other. It was just a beautiful way to grow up down here. And there were there were no computers and that, so everybody was always out in the streets until 7, 8 at night. Maybe you went home 5 o'clock to eat dinner, and then you came back. If it was warm out, you came back out till 8, 9 o'clock at night. There was always ball playing, especially in Soho. Those streets at night were empty. So they played ball there until it got dark sometimes. I mean, everybody was in front of their building in the summertime. You know, there was no air conditioning then either. So everybody was outside till 9, 10 o'clock at night in the summertime. You don't see that today. No. Everybody watched out for everybody. Really, you could walk into a building and the apartment doors would be open. A lot of times, different families lived on different floors, so everybody was together. That's what I miss. It started changing 30 years ago, and little slowly, and then little by little, and now the last 10 years, a lot of people, if they came back to Earth today, they wouldn't even recognize anything today. Years ago, 30, 40 years ago, as people did better, they started moving to the suburbs, feeling they could have a better life for them, for their families in the private houses. And that's how it started, where the neighborhood started changing little by little. And then as time went on, more and more people moved out, different people moved in. The Chinese took over all further down. And today, yeah, yuppies or hipsters, they moved in, and they're improving. I gotta say, they're improving the area, but it's not the same as it was, and we're really the strangers now. But I still enjoy my Lombardis, and my customers come from all over the world, so I can't say I'm not happy. As far as the storefront rents, it's crazy. I don't even know how people are going to stay in business. Even myself, I'm right at the edge. I have to watch everything that comes in and goes out here because of my rent. And other stores, they can't make it. I've seen stores open and close here even on Elizabeth Street, Mott Street, open and close. Maybe 5 locations have changed hands. You know what happens is certain stores are from overseas, and just to be in New York in Soho, they pay a big rent, and that creates for the regular mom and pop stores that they raise their rents too, and they're not going to be able to keep it up. You're going to see even Mulberry Street change this year. You're going to see a big change because they cannot pay the rents. Restaurants and stores like Applebee's come into this neighborhood and change the whole area, which is going to ruin what we built up over years here. The whole fabric of this neighborhood will change, and you'll have nothing but corporate restaurants. That's the only people that'll be able to afford it. What made it great here is going to disappear. That's what is really sad. I thank God that I'm still here and I'm still at Lombardi's.